Yeah, I'll just change the chat setting. Thank you. Okay. Okay, we'll just give it a few minutes and get started. Um, I'm from Chester Springs, Pennsylvania. Where are you guys from? Just give it 2 more minutes and we'll get started. Oh, nice. Houston, Texas. Must be like warm there, right? Really, really hot. Yeah. Very nice. Tyler, Texas. Nice. So we have a lot of people tuning in from Texas. Okay. So let's get started. If anyone joins in, they can join. I just wanted to share. Of course, I'm a creator of programs. I just love creating new and innovative programs for high schoolers. And this one is in AI. It's very, very interesting because we see that even though biomedical is like a big thing, all right, and even if students are choosing biology or biomed major, they typically need to have some kind of a coding experience. It can either be R or it can be like Python, okay? And I mean, you cannot ignore AI ever, right? It's like all over the place. And I just wanted to share with you how we have built our profile in the past. That is the 2024 students who applied to colleges. They're always our test kitchen, right? They are willing to do everything because the college application is due and they're willing to try anything new. And we tried it on them and it was tremendously successful. So I'm just going to go over how to get certified in Python and AI. And machine learning is rather hard, but Python, there is a very good certification. My students like nailed it and they used to run hackathons last summer. Then there's an AWS AI practitioner certificate, which is quite popular. And my son took it, right? My older son, he took it. And other students of mine have done AWS cloud practitioner. And it's helped their application tremendously because colleges like to see students who are going above and beyond and completing stuff, right? So that's what it is. About me, I'm an immigrant. I studied in India and I was frustrated with the lack of clarity in the college admission process. My whole journey started with my older son, who is applying to colleges like 6 years back. He's graduated from Georgia Tech. He finished a master's in 3.5 years. Although he graduated in computer science, he's working for Moderna, right? He keeps coming and telling me, Mom, Moderna is developing a vaccine for cancer and everything. So he is an AI engineer. He did get into Amazon and everything, but he chose to go to Moderna because he wanted to be in the biomed field, right? So that is how it is. Like bringing in technology, biomed, biotech, they are like pretty big, and AI cannot be ignored. Okay, and these are my certifications. I'm a Tony Robbins certified life coach. So basically, I like his success mindset and all that. I apply that in my coaching. I'm a positive psychology coach and an executive functioning skills coach, which is the prefrontal cortex of the brain. You understand all the planning, prioritization, focus. There are about 12 executive functioning skills that are part of the prefrontal cortex of the brain, and it's still developing. Okay. But the problem is we apply so much pressure on the kids, pressure on the prefrontal cortex of the brain, right? And without teaching them those skills, there's no success. A kid who masters executive functioning skills is going to be doing very, very well. And one of the days, I'm going to have a complete presentation on executive functioning skills coach. Okay, so I trained under Peg Dawson. She's a leading psychologist. She actually has a lot of resources that I apply in teaching. neurotypical kids. Her thing is for neurodiverse kids, but you can apply it to neurotypical kids, which I do that. I'm also a pranic healer, helps me with my mental health and healing other people. Being a healer means you are getting all those energies. You don't just get energies if you're not healing other people. So that's why I'm a pranic healer. I'm going to go to my pranic healing psychotherapy, which is next weekend, where I will be able to identify emotions, remove the blockages, and heal my students. Heal my students, or kind of infuse more concentration and focus in them. So I have a lot of techniques for that. And I'm a college counselor from UC Berkeley. I went to UC Berkeley to do my college counseling, and all my team, they're college or career counselors from UC Berkeley. I have a whole team of creative writers, counselors, psychometrists, and everyone. Okay, and yeah, and special award just for joining. I'm going to share how to create a passion project in AI. It's actually my older son who did that when he was in Georgia Tech, but I have everything kind of documented. So what he did was he wrote a Python code or AI model to kind of predict glioblastoma or tumor in the brain. So what happens is in the healthcare industry, they use a lot of AI, right? For example, if you have brain tumor, they are going to use AI to like kind of predict through the MRI scans if they actually need a biopsy. A biopsy is something that's very, very intrusive, means they have to poke a needle inside your brain. So what they're going to do is they are going to predict, right, accuracy in looking over the MRI images to see whether a patient needs biopsy. So that's how they use the AI. And my son kind of did a whole project on it where he got all the images, they're all DCIM images, right? Like when you take an SLR picture, it says DCIM, whereas Python coding is through the CSV file. There's a lot of data. So he did a lot of conversions and he created a whole model on it. And you're going to get that, okay? And of course, so who is this? We have this AI ML data science research program under a professor. I'm going to explain that later. It's Dr. Monica Sava. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to reveal their names, but yeah, she is a professor from University of Maryland who specializes in AI, and she's the one who teaches our students, okay? So of course, you're in the right place if you want to skyrocket your child's success. You want to create an unbelievable, unbeatable profile for college. You're in the right place, and you want to beat the competition. That's the whole thing, right? The competition is intense when it comes to colleges, right? And you've got to be a step ahead. And mainly, you want to ignite your child's learning. There's nothing like learning from a professor or an expert. So the students are here, the professors are here. So they've got to bridge that gap and flex the muscle called their brain, right? And it helps with deep learning. So what I've seen with Gen Z or the research that's been done is teens, the Gen Z, they are a distracted generation and they are surface learners. They learn things at the surface, but then you've got to go deeper into it. And you just can't tell a child, hey, go learn something deeply. You have to give them that scaffolding and you have to give them that opportunity to flex the muscle called as the brain. And research is the number one extracurricular activity, right? And that's why we have kind of created it. But AI research is designed a little bit different from our biomed research, and you're going to learn all about it. Okay. And of course, the agenda is our research results. How is the program designed? What are the additional things that you're going to get? Right? So we make students create an AI model. We also help them present in conferences. I'm going to share with you one of my students from Irving, Texas, who went and presented in an international conference. Right? And we want to show you how a student developed her bot and everything. Okay, so that's all there. I just want to be very clear. It's not for anybody who's looking for shortcuts. There are no shortcuts in the college world. And if you kind of feel like your child's reluctant to put hard work, and you expect minimal effort. Because I get parents in the senior year who tell me that, hey, can you get me students, or can you get me people who will develop this app for my child? I'm like, nah, that's not how the college works, right? We don't want to kind of take shortcuts. No, that's not our intention. Please don't do that. Don't hire anybody to build an app and pass it off as your child did it. It raises all kinds of red flags. Then, or in the fact you expect poor and substantial effort to yield results. No. And you're seeking a deal over quality. We are not for you, because we get exceptional professors and mentors, and they come at a price. Okay. And our research success, my students have gotten into Stanford, UPenn. This amazing kid got into computer science, Georgetown as well, Cornell, Harvard. I don't have MIT in here. She got into aerospace in MIT. She was our research student, and I also helped negotiate for money with MIT, and she was able to get 40K out of MIT. You can imagine that, right? And these are the colleges that my students have gotten into. My own son is going to University of Michigan, but for political science major. He got into the LSA honors program, and he's going to go there. He got into UT Austin, which is like the dream of every Texas people, right? For Texas people, UT Austin is their Ivies. There's nothing wrong with that. UT Austin is an amazing school, but he didn't want to go there. He got into UVA, he got into most of the Washington schools, but he refused to go. He's going to University of Michigan. And yeah, we're so proud of our students, and I'm immensely grateful for my team because they're so dedicated. It's just not a one-woman show. I have a whole team of people to support me, right? I have psychometrists, I have counselors, and they come up with newer ideas to help students, right? So that is the kind of ecosystem that you get with us, okay? And of course, the challenges that students encounter when it comes to coding or AI is a lot of parents assume that, hey, they can just self-study or go somewhere and do it, but that doesn't happen, right? Because the teens, you can't expect them to kind of have that kind of discipline to go at it and self-learn, right? Yes, they are intelligent, but self-learning a coding language is kind of difficult. So what we've seen is a lack of direction, guidance, and mentorship, right? And they don't have access to university professors or AI experts. The research program started because when my oldest son was in high school, he wanted to do research on cryptocurrency. He, in fact, bought a Bitcoin machine from Russia, and he wanted to spray paint it orange. He was so crazy. Then he found out that he's not 18 and he cannot deal with cash, and so he abandoned that idea. But he didn't have a guide or a mentor to work with him, and that's when I figured I should do something about it. But his school was amazing. He was the first batch to do the AP capstone diploma, so he did AP seminar and AP research. But remember, AP seminar and AP research, they're not counted as extracurricular activity because they're part of the curriculum. You understand? So you cannot show that as an extracurricular activity, and it's not done under a professor. It's done under a high school teacher, right? And also they have insufficient practical experience in AI models or projects, and limiting publishing opportunities. And this whole thing stemmed from my son not being able to do research. He did research, but not under a professor, okay? And so why get certified? I mean, why? I mean, why is it necessary? Well, can't they just chill, right? But of course, it does help. The benefits, I'm going to go over the benefits of getting certified in AI, how certification enhance the college applications, and also the future opportunities, right? So my students who are applying to the computer science major in 2024, they did get certified in Python. They ran a lot of hackathons over summer. Okay, they had to, but they could only run the hackathon if they finished their PCEP certification. And then my oldest son guided them into like creating the AI model and kind of creating the solution and how to come up with a solution and making middle school and high schoolers solve the problem, right? So that's what it is. And the certification, they go into the honors section in the Common App. and it really enhances a student's profile. What can I tell you? I've spoken to admissions officers, and they look at the honors section, which is 5 spaces. You have 5 spaces to fill up, and this is it. Okay, and yeah, so I'm going to share with you what are the steps to getting certified. Okay, so I'm just going to go over this. It's all part of our program, of course. Choose the right certification program. In our case, we have identified these 3, but I don't recommend AWS machine learning specialty because it's like super high tech as somebody who's there. But I definitely recommend these 2. PCEP is certified entry-level Python programmer. 95% of my students passed the PCEP in the first attempt. Just 1 student didn't make it, and he completed it ultimately because we wouldn't allow him to run a hackathon. And then AWS certified AI practitioner is all the SageMaker a little bit. And we also have an expert who is an AWS expert to help students with this certification. Okay. And PCEP, it's like Python. You don't even need to know any basics of Python or anything. Mathematics is good enough. Right? So the PCEP course will completely teach you about it. Okay, so previously we could share our Udemy. I had the Udemy course and I would share it, but now Udemy does not allow. So we encourage students to purchase Udemy for $19 or something, like $14, and then we will guide you into completing that. Right? So Udemy has 2 courses. One is the PCEP course, and the other is the PCEP practice test. So my students did both of them and cleared that, about 10 or 15 of them. Okay. Okay. So you learn about the Python basics. You prepare for the PCEP. It's like if you know Python, as kids claim they know Python, you can get it done in 2 weeks. That's it. Okay. Like grind it out. That's what I tell you. 2 to 3 weeks is good enough for a Python certification. For ACT prep, yes, ACT prep as well. It's like sitting down and concentrating for 3 or 4 hours a day is good enough for 3 weeks. We've seen that optimal way of preparing for an exam yielding a lot of results. Okay, because these students used to come to my house. I live in Pennsylvania. But students who are within the 25-mile radius, they do come to my house during the summer for their college application, and I've seen them. They're working with me from 10 a.m. to like 3 p.m. They're sitting there. They're either working on their college application or studying for the PCEP or preparing for their hackathon or whatever it is. I've seen them in front of me. I'm like, and a lot of them, I ask them, hey, do you have anything that you need from me? It's like, no, Joe, I'm just going to sit here and study today. This is a very calm place. I'm just going to sit here and focus and finish. I'm going to study for my ACT or I'm going to study for my Python. But they were like very religious in showing up Monday to Thursday in my house between 10 to 3. And I saw the results. Okay. My student who had 2.8 GPA got into University of Buffalo with 46K scholarship. And he was the one, Joe, am I going to make it? I'm like, shut up and sit and work on your application. Don't keep asking me that. And that kid got into University of Buffalo with scholarship. And he for some reason, he didn't focus. He had issues. His grades were bad before he came, but he still worked very hard, got into those colleges, but then his grades improved in his senior year. In the mid-year report, he was able to show very good grades. So that's what I've seen, is giving them the right opportunity and study skills, phenomenal results. Okay. And of course, AWS AI practitioner certification, it's entry level. It's not like it's not like the associate or everything, because I did that when I was working in Vanguard. I was a cloud data governance. I was in cloud data governance. I'm talking about 7 years back. So we everything was on the cloud. So I did my AWS associate certification. I've completely forgotten about it. Just everything. Okay. But yes, so this one is the fundamentals of AI and ML. It has generative AI, which everybody's talking about, application of the fundamentals, guidelines for responsible AI. If you've ever looked at AWS certification, they always have security and compliance as a part of their examination. Okay, so my son just took this, the older one. And he said it was easy for him, but he also works on AI. Okay. And then the prerequisites for this, there are actually no prerequisites for PCEP. Get a basic math, time management, study plan. That's it. That's it. And if my kids had any questions about Python, they would ask my husband, and he would answer them. Okay, or my son. So that's what are there. And we also have students who've gone through a Python course who will support. Okay. And so why is expert guidance needed, right? Basically, to go extensively deeper into that, like in order to do the practitioner, you need to know AI. And that's what is going to be taught in our research program, right? Without that, you just can't blindly go and do the certification or anything. And you cannot say, I know AI in your college application without having worked with an expert. Okay, so that is why we have this program. And how's the program designed? Basically, we have 4 components here. One is the deep learning with the research expert, which is Dr. Sava, who's from the UMD. Then they're going to write a research paper as well, because it looks good. And I'm going to show you why, because we want students to go to the conference and everything. So that is why we always have writing this paper, because getting published does look exceptionally good on the college application. Then they prepare for certification after the paper submission. PCEP will take them two weeks. AWS will take them much longer. And also, once they've learned that, we are going to help them build the AI model, right? So that is another main thing that is part of this program. Okay, getting the data from Kaggle dataset, or how to go about it. I'm going to show you how we guided our student into building a bot and everything. But in order to do that, you have to enroll in our program. Okay. And yes, and this is the professor who teaches the AI. She's an advanced data science curriculum specialist. I literally learned from her how to build a curriculum. Like, there's so much that I learned from these professors. They are hidden gems. They have so much to teach you, and they are simply amazing, right? I learned so much from her. When I asked her for a lesson plan, it was like so detailed and it was so clear. That is how it is working with these university professors. And of course, it was not easy finding professors. I had to hire a consulting company to go headhunt these professors. And I was given hundreds of resumes, and I would email every one of them and hear only from the 1 or 2 people, and get rejected because they don't want to work with high school students. So you please need to appreciate the amount of effort that has gone in to bring these professors down to your kids. Okay. And they are exceptional. And my team also does an exceptional job in organizing and planning and onboarding and everything. Okay. And of course, this is a creative writer. We have multiple creative writers. This is Professor Virgil. We also have Professor K, Professor Jen, and Professor Rose. They all are creative writers. So their focus is building the executive functioning skills, which is very, very important. And they show how to collect data and write the research paper. Another thing that colleges love to see is a student having spent time in writing a 4,000-word research paper, right? So that in itself tells them that this kid is special, okay? And this is another person who exclusively is there for our AWS. He's an AWS expert trainer. He trains adults, but I've told them, hey, come and help our students. So he comes, and the kids are so energized. He will ask questions about, I mean, he was there for the practitioner because the AWS AI practitioner released last August, right? So before that, my students had done the cloud practitioner. So he would come and teach them how to do different things and ask them some quiz questions. And invariably, these kids got it right. Okay, so I had Pranav Goyal. He's in UC Berkeley now. Amazing kid, amazing coder. I had Anish. He was the first one to finish the AWS practitioner certification. It's like we just introduced it last year, and they did a phenomenal job. So he will come and help with the AWS certification. Okay. And of course, the research in AI, this is what is included. This is Professor Sava's whole curriculum. This is what she teaches in the undergrad, right? So this introduction to AI, machine learning, data science basics, neural network, NLP, and she has mini homeworks for every kind of like lesson that she has: robotics, AI in real world, research methodology, article development, and even presenting the research paper. She's so particular about it, and the amount of time she spends with students is tremendous. Okay. And so I'm just going to summarize what's included in the research. Of course, it's a 4,000 word completion. I'm sorry, 4,000 word research paper completion. And then we're going to help them publish in peer review. We are looking at many publishing places. Of course, recommendation from the professor: you will build an AI app or a model. The child will build it. And if they can't finish it by 12 weeks, that's perfectly fine. We will guide them, because it takes them that amount of time to learn, okay, to learn and all that. Of course, we're going to support them to finish the PCEP AWS AI certification. And then this is something new that we are introducing, is a chance to attend conferences. And we're going to show you what list we have, and how a student went and presented in Puerto Rico. Okay. Okay, so successfully published research papers. These are the research papers that have been successfully published. You can go to JSR and check out with my name, and you will see all about 150 research papers that have been published. Okay. Then we are also going to introduce a list of conference. We have a tremendous list. I have to thank my team to do that. You see there's 10 research competitions all over, like international, everywhere. That's what I teach my students, is to kind of apply everywhere. I've had a student who was a finalist in the Regeneron, Intel Regeneron. All right, she's an amazing, amazing student. She went up to the final, right? That's amazing. And you're going to see a lot of programs that are geared towards high school students, and it really, really matters. My student who got into Stanford did present at an international conference. So this is something that we are going to share with our students, so that they can go and apply. I mean, applying itself is an experience in itself, right? So that's what we have. And I want to share with you how Shivank went and presented his research in the Gravitational and Space Research Conference in Puerto Rico in December of 2024. So this was his research, which was finding synaptic vesicle endocytosis. I don't even know what that means. I learned from my students. I just show up in their thesis defense. I'm like, boom, a lot of information, right? So this is his, I'm just going to quickly share what happened here. So this is his conference that he went to, and all the details are right here. He has not put his paper here. That's all part of his website. Okay, so we want to recreate that for all our students, right? The opportunity to go and present in conference. Okay, and of course, I want to share with you an AI app that was built. Okay, so this is an app built by Ishanvi. She wanted to end cyberbullying. So she's built a kindness bot. Okay, so what it basically does is, for example, a tweet from Elon Musk or somebody, right? So it's going to first detect whether a comment is negative or positive, whether there are some emojis, some bad words and everything. Then it's going to understand the emotions and categorize them. And then it's going to splice and dice and figure out if 50% of the comments have those emotions, then it's deemed as, this person is deemed as a bully, right? So that is what her bot is all about. And I just want to share with you what she has been doing. Okay, I'm just going to quickly share. She's still building it. It's not complete. Okay, so basically that's what the bot is going to do. It's going to check whether a person is a bully or not, or like splice and dice and detect and prevent. Okay, so it does a sentiment analysis, recognizing the emotions, then it reports it. It does some kind of reporting, and then community advocacy, like 50% or more of that person's comments is going to do that. So this is what she's doing. She's doing online safety hackathon, cyberbullying awareness, and then she's going to launch her bot on August 16th, right? So that's about the app development that we are going to support. Okay. And okay, and so this is how we built this bot. For example, we figured out what she wanted to do is to end cyberbullying. She was very passionate about that. She went to the AI program. She's currently applying to colleges. So we went to find out data set. Data set is something that you need to like synthesize the data through Python coding, right? So that's what it is. And you get a lot of data in Kaggle. Okay. So she's going to create a bot that monitors posts and gives warning. It builds a profile on people commenting on the post, categorizing on people commenting. 50% of the post is negative, then they deem cyberbully. It classifies, puts it down. So she's supposed to finish her Python certification and cyberbully text classification. We guide them through all of this. Like the NLP models scrape through like 100+ comments. For example, public figures, classify the comments as positive, negative, supportive, or argumentative. Identify users who frequently post negative comments. So this is what she's going to do through her bot. Okay. And that's what we have. Any questions, please post it. And then we also have internship. It's like super like we expect students to have finished the Python certification, AWS AI certification, and their AI model, and they will get an internship. All right. So that's also part of the program. It's long-winded. It's not like a quick 12-week thing. So it's going to be running for a really long time. But the interaction with the professors and everything is going to be within that 12 weeks, but we have other people to support. So all our programs are right here. We're still building something. So yeah. So you will find the AI research program right here. Okay. And of course, we need to change. Yeah, it's starting this next week. Oh, I always get confused with the days. Yes, it's starting next week, and we only have 3 spots left. And it's on a Sunday, and on Thursday is with the creative writer, right? And these are all, you can see the final presentations from students and everything right here. Okay. And yeah, almost done. Yeah. So you have summer 2025 that you can apply at the checkout, right? And where is it? Okay, so a research program success. I want to read out the Duke acceptance letter. It says, I enjoyed reviewing your college application, and the admissions committee was impressed by your innovative projects and research progress. Okay, and of course, you're going to get this free course just for attending. It is how to create a passion project in high school, the step-by-step process that you can get it in here. You can access this, and you will be able to go over it step by step as to how that whole AI model was built. Okay. And also we have another offer, which is $1,000 scholarship offer. But in order to do that, student needs to like finish an assessment. So it's kind of an assessment that students can do and submit. And based on that, we will provide you $1,000 off, a chance to win $1,000 off the program. I mean, it's like huge, right? Winning $1,000. But in order to do that, students need to finish a Python challenge. You can enroll using um, that thing. You will be brought to here where students get to answer the questions. There's just 10 questions, but it tests them on Python because we want to see which student can really go ahead and answer these questions. So you answer that, you will get a chance to join our scholarship program where we will offer $1,000 off. Okay. So any questions so far, please put them in the chat, or yeah, you can put them in the chat, or you can just chat, or you can raise your hand and I can unmute you. Okay. Any questions? No, no questions. Okay. 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 If I mean, if you want to call back, please share your number. One of our team members can call you back as well. So anybody wants a call back, please put on your phone number. We can help you. Okay. No? Okay. Okay, then I'll let you guys go. You have a wonderful evening. Any questions you can ask.